Oh, you YouTubers out there looking for videos to watch, you're watching me, you're watching free X-rated speech. And this is another response to part 4 of Walk Like a Warrior. And I love that name again. I don't know why, because you're a Marxist, and well, whatever. But it's a very cool name. All right, and this one here, I'm answering all your messages, and you had a lot. So, and like I said, anything that has to do with YouTube, I put it on film. All right, and just for everybody to listen to, but whatever, it's for you. Walk like a warrior. All right, politics. You title this one here. I think you need to realize that in politics, everyone thinks the other side is wrong. There is no such thing as liberal media. There is only corporate media. That includes Fox. Well, I said Fox is the misdirection. You know, they're out there all by themselves. Barry didn't go when he did his Sunday tour of all of his propagandist ministries. He left off Fox for a very good reason. They're the misdirection propagandist ministry. No. No one cares about Obama or Acorn. Anyone can write a grant for federal money. I actually don't think you understand. A conservative idea makes sense. Liberal ideas make sense. They are just different ways of doing the same thing. And it seems you are playing into corporate media. If you would like to chat or debate or rant politics, send me a message. Right. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this a little bit. Like I said, I do everything from the top of my head because I don't want to think about stuff. You know, the bottom line is I'm not going to write a script. I'm never going to do that. It's going to be from the top of my head because I'm a ranter, and that's why I'm into YouTube. Stress release, so I rant. And like I said, I share with everything, with all the YouTubers out there. I think YouTube is the greatest thing ever created. I don't think this would have been done if it was a Marxist world, dude. I really don't. There you go. All right. Everybody thinks the other side is wrong. Well, yeah. That's politics in a nutshell. You're not going to find perfect politics. In America, libertarian is the closest you'll find to perfect politics, but you know, you gotta just wake everybody up, and we got too many. All of our colleges now are socialist indoctrination centers. They have been for 70 years. Barry said it in one of his books. I loved my Marxist professors. Because Marxist professors, they're even at BYU, for Christ's sakes. They're all over the Catholic school, Notre Dame. Come on. But they say, well, it's so we can give everybody a different look, you know, and so they're learning. And no, they're being indoctrinated. It's just too funny to me. But they all have to be destroyed. I'm serious. They got to be destroyed, period. And look at our public schools. Kids don't know nothing about American history anymore because they don't teach it. They'll teach you about Fidel Castro, but they're not going to teach you about American history. Dude, look around. Check it out. Don't take my word for anything. And that's what I tell all YouTubers who watch me rant. And this is what I expect from all the ranters that I watch. You know, if you say something, if you're ranting about something, trust me, I'm going to go look it up if I'm not buying it. So you all do the same. No one cares about Acorn. I'm not really sure about that because Acorn is pretty much a fraudulent vote. I call it, if you watch my videos, it's the Acorn vote that made Barry president, even though it's the Republicans who put him in. The Illuminati and all that, the space beings. They call it the Illuminati. And by the way, nobody ever announced on February 9th that the Illuminati has fallen. Funny stuff. But even without the Acorn vote, I think Barry was going to be president because the powers that are far beyond the masses are what made him the president. But anyway, people do care about Acorn now because, you see, you have federal money. And plus they got the Catholic Church, we just find out, that's been giving these clowns millions of dollars. And the bottom line is, Acorn's out there telling you how to set up a brothel and bring in child sex slaves from South America to work in these brothels. They're going to get you a house as cheaply as possible. They're going to get you a home. But that's their community organizing. They're helping out the poor people, the poor pimps, and the poor prostitutes. I love it. And I'm all for legalized prostitution, by the way. It's stupid that prostitution is not legal in this country. But then again, I'm an American. Go figure. Capitalist. All right. Anyway, liberal ideas make sense. There's not one liberal idea that makes sense on any level. I just don't see it, dude. I really don't. Except for, again, legal drugs. There are liberals out there who want legal drugs. A lot of liberals don't, believe it or not, which boggles my mind. But that's a libertarian thought. That's not a liberal thought. That's just an American thought. Because everything should be legal. Bottom line is, you're responsible for your own actions. See, that's the difference between liberals and conservatives. Liberals think, well, you had a rough life. You're not responsible for your actions because of this or because of that. No. And the conservatives think, no, you are responsible for your actions. End of story, dude. I don't give a rat's ass if you were beaten silly as a child. Bottom line is, nowadays you can't, well, whatever. The point, you get the point. Conservatives, you are responsible for your actions, your own actions. And if it screws you up because you made that choice, screw you. Well, liberals don't feel that way at all. All right? There's your difference between liberals and conservatives. Just different ways of doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm buying that. It seems you are playing into the corporate media. There is no corporate media. There is no free press. Dude, we've gone beyond that. And even if Obama is out of there, and when he's out of there, the bottom line, the press is gone too. They're no more credible. All these places are going to have to lose their licenses. They're going to have to be gone because they're just not relevant anymore. It's as simple as that. They're just not relevant anymore. MSNBC, dude, those are Nazis. Look up the word, look up fascist socialist, look up Joseph Goebbels. That's who they are. ABC, CBS, NBC, the Communist News Network, CNN. They're simply a government mouthpiece. They put out the propaganda they're supposed to put out, what they're told to put out, that aids and abets the White House. It's really as simple as that. Or the Democratic Party, the fascist socialist Democratic Party. And Fox News, they're the, like I said, they're the misdirection propagandist ministry. That's the deal. So politics, we can go on all day about that. So I don't really care about that much to, really want to banter about it, because I see what I see, and that's how I see it. So there you go. Walk Like a Warrior, cool name. Happy that I hope you learn stuff and you challenge me. I love it. Bottom line is, challenge me. If you think I'm saying something that's not, true and not factual, you go do the research, find out, and get back to me. Let me know, hey, you're totally wrong on that. I love it. And you're basically telling me I'm wrong on politics, and that's cool. I have no problem with that. We definitely have a different opinions, and that's always a good thing in America. All right? So there you go. Again, thanks a lot. Walk like a warrior. You're all right, dude. You're all right. I'm out.